Alright, so I'm about to start my squats for today. It's 2 days since the last time I squatted. I got up to 175 pounds last time. So this time I'm going to, God willing, 180. Um, I'm very excited about my workouts, excited about next year. Uh, I'm really excited just because I really just have this strong sense that I'm going to stick with this particular plan. And even with, in regards to the weights, let's say, I want to go up every week, but let's say I have some week where, oh, something's bothering me or something. I won't necessarily stick to my goal to go up that week, because there's other things that you can do. So my goals aren't as much associated with the weight as far as an outcome of my training. The main outcome is I want to jump higher, I want to dunk. So that's the one outcome I do wish to have, and I don't want to sacrifice it for too much of anything else. Um, and so because of that, let's say I have a day where I jump really high, but then all of a sudden, I'm having some knee issues. Yeah, my goal for the next squat workout might be to go up in weight, but if the knee is limiting that, then I'm not going to push it because jumping is the most important. Obviously, I am squatting to, increase my strength, but also for jumping. But jumping is still the main thing. So, yeah, I want to get my squat up because it'll help jumping. But jumping also helps jumping. So if I'm jumping higher, I jump high one week and then my knee is bothering me. I can take you know, a week where I go a little lighter. So that said, I was trying to keep from saying that said. I'm gonna start my squats. So I start with the bar to warm up. I did some cleans, some power cleans. I actually did better than I did 2 days ago as far as my weight. What's been limiting me on that is my bicep. It's been bothering me. I had an injury some years back. That's kind of healed, but the bicep itself feels kind of sore or something. Or just, I don't know, something that I can't put my finger on, but not quite right. So, but anyway, today was better than last time. So I'll just go up slowly. You know what I'm saying with squats? If I have a week where, oh man, 180 feels a little heavy, then I'll do a lesser weight, maybe higher reps or something. So there's always things that you can do, things that I feel like I can do. Um, I was going to say something else, but I forgot. So warm up set one. I also did some kind of deadlift type stuff as well. Excited that I'm losing a little bit of weight. When I get on a scale tomorrow, I don't know exactly how much. Let me rest a second. Yeah, as I get older, especially, even when I was young, I was a bit of a what they call hypochondriac because when I was in high school, I had some issues with my blood pressure. My blood pressure was really high. They didn't know why, and this was at a point in time in the late '90s. And during that time period, for whatever reason, there were a lot of kids, especially my senior year in high school. There were a lot of kids that ended up they were playing basketball in high school and they died suddenly on the court or something like that. And so that was happening my senior year in high school. It happened that particular year that several kids had died. And that particular year, I started getting chest pains. I was working out, and after I would work out, I would go to McDonald's and get like two Big Macs, because back then they were like two for $2, or a 20-piece nugget. Like you get a 20-piece nugget, fries, and a drink, I think, for $5. And so I would get that after I would work out, and I would eat because I was trying to gain weight, and I knew that you had to eat a big meal after carbs and protein or whatever after working out. And so, long story short, I ended up in the hospital. My blood pressure was high, and it's been years since I've taken medication because I've been trying to eat right. And even when I go to the doctor now, blood pressure's still high because I'm nervous. And then a lot of times they'll try to say, "Oh, you probably should get on some medication," but I'm just so afraid of the side effects of medication. And there's been many times where I've taken it and it's been, I ain't gonna say many times, but there've been some times where it's been pretty normal. And so I'm just working out and just trying to trust God and hope that I don't have no kind of major health incident. That said, I'll watch videos on. I try to eat pretty healthy, but I'll watch videos here and there. Like tonight on, this guy did a video on what to do if you're having a stroke and stuff like that. Especially when I was younger, it used to freak me out. But I still watch the stuff because I want to be prepared or whatever. But anyway, I just said all that to say I try to listen to my body. Like last time I was working out, my head started hurting. I was like, okay, be careful, man. You don't want to have no kind of incident down here. But anyway, back to the set. All right. Second warm-up set. I was watching some YouTube basketball, which I really love watching. It's so fun and entertaining. It seems more real than pro sports. I used to love watching the NBA on NBC back in the 90s. The theme song, watching with my brothers and my uncle. It was just so fun. We watch it on Saturdays, Sundays, whatever. And now pro sports seems so fixed. And so anyway, I like watching the YouTube guys. So tonight I watched a video with Uncle Skoob, who I just like him. I just like his personality, his smile, everything. And he played some guy one-on-one. And the guy, he was, I think he's a Christian because he said he wanted to give glory to Jesus, which I love. And I thought, okay, maybe I'll cheer for him. But it was something about the guy's attitude or just the way he was cheating a little too much, if there is such a thing. And he seemed like he could be a decent guy, a nice guy, but I just found myself cheering for Uncle Skoob. And there's a couple guys that I like, but the guys cheering for Uncle Skoob, so there was a big crowd there. And in the crowd, there were several YouTube players that I like watching. But it seemed like the ones that were cheering for Uncle Skoob were my favorite players, and the ones cheering for the other guy were not as, like, some of those guys are kind of, hey. So anyway, it was just fun to watch. But Uncle Skoob ended up winning, so that was fun. But anyway, let me get this set in. Uncle Skoob. Pretty good. All right, got 115 on. Another warm-up set. one of my favorite YouTubers is Kali Muscle. I've really just always liked him. Um, it's cool that he's a Trump supporter now. That's kind of cool to see. But yeah, he's just feel like he helped me a lot as far as weightlifting and just something about his attitude and his spirit that I really like. He definitely can be a negative guy, at least according to some people, but at least in the past I would say more so. But he just it seemed like it was just I just like him a lot. So anyway. $15 down. 135 on here. Felt good. All right, 155. The 10s on each side. You might not be able to see them. You can't see them, but they are there. One of these days, I might start recording some of my meals. I think that might be interesting to look at. Anyway. Alrighty. 180 pounds. Next week, I plan to go up to 185. Well, not next week. It's Saturday, I plan to do that. So, we'll see how it goes. Rest about 30 more seconds. I'm so thankful to God for my new jobs. I got a couple different jobs. I'm working like 80 hours a week. And actually it's not very stressful. I've done that before in the past where I worked a lot of hours, like 64 hours or 72 hours at one job. And it was tough because of both jobs. In a sense, they complemented each other, but they were just difficult work. One was working as a counselor for troubled youth, and the other was in the juvenile detention center. So that was tough. The jobs I have now, I'm working with elderly people and disabled people. So it's just it's kind of nice. So less stress. Anyway. All right, this is my working set. 10 was enough on that. So that's a good enough workout. I'll probably do a few other things, some jump squats, maybe some more lighter weight squats. But that's all I need to record. I only did 10. I could have done more, but I was starting to feel like, I don't think this is a good idea. Like I said, I try to be careful. All right.